Good morning to all. Today we are going to see about discrimination in education. Discrimination in education is the act of discriminating against people belonging to certain categories in enjoying full right to education. It is considered a violation of human rights. Education discrimination can be on the basis of ethnicity, nationality, age, gender, race, economic condition, disability, and religion. The most important causes for discrimination are as follows. First one, traditional value system, then lack of awareness, then non-availability of proper guidance, then low mobility, then lack of self-confidence, then poverty, illiteracy, social customs, beliefs and practices, social altitudes, gender discrimination, caste and class discrimination, religion discrimination. Discrimination in education is the act of excluding certain people from exercising their right to education based on their caste, gender, race, ethnicity, and disability. Discriminatory practices have been observed in schools across India. Students from these communities are discouraged and participating in activities and are often separated from students from other communities. Then, following few ways in which discrimination in education can be reduced. Increase in self-awareness. The first step towards reducing discrimination in school is teaching students self-awareness and self-reflection. They need to understand how our race, ethnicity, socio-economic status, gender and all the other non-changeable characteristics of us as individuals. They need to understand what it means to be privileged and what it means to belong to marginalized groups that experiences life in a completely different way. Being aware of those differences and recognizing their own social standing can help children understand their peers who come from the different backward and experiences the world in the different way. Then hearing professional teachers. In order to teach self-awareness properly, there need to be the teachers with a high cultural completeness and leadership skills who know how to teach their students about diversity and multiculturalism. Such teachers such teachers how to create different learning opportunities that would acknowledge all races and ethnicities, so students can get more familiar with social justice. They should address all social issues from race to sexuality in the thoughtful way. They should analyze the development of issues, their history, movements that manage to promote tolerance and the consequences of ignoring those issues. The thing is, bias very often comes from the lack of information and lack of understanding. So, the more children know about discrimination, the less likely they are to discriminate. Of course, such topics can be uncomfortable, but with some careful planning and active listening, they can benefit everybody in more ways than one. Adding more scholarships. Discrimination often makes children isolate themselves and lose motivation in pursuing higher knowledge. They might be afraid of being discriminated further and they might even start believing in the stereotypes they hear from bullies. One way to encourage children to pursue higher education is to them and better opportunities. For example, girls are very often victims and gender discrimination. So, in schools which are common, the system should spread awareness and available girls scholarship and could encourage girls to keep studying in order to improve their lifestyle. All kind of discrimination should be stopped from all the education system, including from the part of policy makers, officials, teachers and fellow students. The government should strictly monitor such practices in the education institutions from primarily level to higher education. National commissions for protection of child rights can do much in this regard by making appropriate guidance to address discrimination and other abuses of children and set opportunity disciplinary measures. Okay, thank you.